Hello viewers, you're watching the Youth Dialogue and I am your host, Jenna Wasonko. It's really good to be back. So we are still discussing COVID-19 and its effects. So today with me, I have Malik Jallow, who is a young economist. He studied international economics right there in China, to come here and talk to us about the economic impact of COVID-19 in the Gambia. We will as well talk about life studying outside of the Gambia in China over there, because if you can remember, I had this episode whereby I hosted young people who studied outside, and some of the things that they told me weren't really pleasant. So I want to find out how the situation is still, so we will as well talk about that. We also have the famous Attack, Abdullah Gay, who decided to donate food items around his community and beyond, trying to combat the social impact of COVID-19. So this is the show for you today, and I believe it's going to be a very exciting one. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we get to give you this package. Welcome back from that short break. Like I mentioned in the introduction, today I'll have with me Malik Jallow, who studied international economics, like I mentioned in the beginning, and at the Nigerian University of Science and Technology. So before I said this name, I was like, oh my God, I just hope I'm going to say it right. Malik, did I say it right? Yeah, okay, then I tried.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Thank you so much, and welcome back home. I mean, you just informed me that you came back in January, and I was making inquiries if you went through all that process of being quarantined and all that.
Yeah.
For 14 days?
Yeah, I did had a checkup at the airport.
Okay.
And I passed the test there. And when I came, I had a medical test at Pakala Hospital.
Okay.
So everything is good, I assure you.
Yeah, and then you did some self-isolation?
Yeah.
At a personal?
At home, yeah.
At home, but not at a quarantine
No,
center?
not at a quarantine center.
Because when you came back, it was just the beginning at the time?
Yeah, at that time it wasn't serious.
Serious. But how you communicate with students there? Students who are there currently? How is life over there with them?
It's a little bit challenging. But they're keeping it together.
Okay.
You know, Gambians, we keep in touch and keep the family.
Yeah.
So they're doing pretty well. The last time I heard from them, right now, tensions have been easing. Okay. And some of them are gradually able to go out and do some petty stuff.
Okay, but not going back to school.
Yeah, some universities are still closed, and they are on the online classes. Okay. Yeah, that's what's happening there right now.
Okay, I think the University of the Gambia is about to start the same thing, having online classes. I mean, with technology, we have to use that as an opportunity. Right. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate this. So, and you are here today to talk to us about the economic impact of COVID-19. You know, I just said we need a young economist. And when I said that, I had a lot of young economists coming up. I'm like, this is great news. Like, thinking about the fact that it's a lot of young people in the Gambia doing extremely well. So we decided to have you, and we believe that you really be able to deliver. So right now, looking at the tourism sector, I know it is really affected. Even before COVID-19 came, the collapse of Thomas Cook obviously really affected the tourism sector in the Gambia, although the Gambia Tourism Board said, I mean, we are working on this and things will get better, and then COVID-19 hit. So in a deeper perspective, what do you think is the impact of COVID-19 on the tourism sector?
Right, thank you. That question is amazing. And first, let's try to put this in 3 different perspectives. Okay. I would like us to look at pre-COVID-19. Okay. And COVID-19 economy and post-COVID-19. So if you look at the Gambia, it's a small open economy. What that means is that we interact with the outside world so much, imports of goods and services. So whatever happens globally, it gradually creeps in here. Yeah. So and if you look at the Gambia again, like you mentioned, the economy is being driven largely by service sector. And the greatest player in that sector is the tourism. But recently, if you look at data, petty trading, wholesale and retail is also taking up a much proposition of that sector. Yeah. And what I mean when I said it's an open economy, I said whatever happens abroad affects us. So you look at it, when this virus started spreading globally and gradually, what first happened is expectations of people here people started developing expectations about the future. what happens in 2 weeks, what's going to happen in 1 month, what is going to happen in 3 months.
Yeah.
And this affects business because some economic decisions are psychological.
Okay.
So you think about, you wanted to make an investment as a business, but then you think about COVID-19 is creeping in this country, and then you decide to revise your decisions.
Okay.
You want to make, as a consumer, you want to, you know, buy more stuff from abroad. Let's say you want to import for family use, but then you look at COVID-19 and, you know, this is going to affect your decision, so you revise.
Yeah.
So while this was happening, people were formulating expectations and also thinking, what is the step government is going to take towards this?
Yeah.
So all this play into private investment and even remittances flowing, because you have a lot of Gambians depend on people or their family members abroad who send in money. And some of them, when they got quarantine or when the lockdown started,
they can't send money.
They could not access funds.
And that remittances really contributes to the Gambia's GDP.
Exactly, exactly. So that was that is the pre.
Yeah.
So you can see how a small open economy cannot, we are too small, we cannot impact the globe.
Yes. Yes.
So, but whatever happens over there, it comes here.
Yes.
So now then COVID-19 actually gets to Senegal.
Yes.
So you can quickly, things started heating up. From expectation to panic. So people had formulated expectation. Now they know it's next door. Now panic is there. Even before the government announced the lockdown, people already started panic buying.
Yeah, the state of public emergency.
And you have to put into consideration that Ramadan is coming.
Yes, it's around the corner.
Naturally, without any other exogenous shock, prices shoot up during Ramadan because of demand. So you have this COVID-19 on top of that. That is double shock.
That double.
Exactly. So this panic buying started. And when the panic buying started, prices started shooting up and complaints from transportation to rice to sugar and all other essential commodities, they all started shooting up. That is the COVID-19 scenario
itself.
So it affects transportation. You can see you want to travel around, cars are not available. And even if the drivers are there, or even if the cars are commuting, you find out they are cutting down the passengers.
Yeah, they're cutting down, and they're also increasing prices, because we have this scenario whereby people had to pay $100 from Birkama to Westfield. Imagine, pass that used to be $18 instead of doubling it, but you decided to add up to $100. So I think what you're saying is really true.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Sometimes when you want to make economic decisions or policies, there is some unintended consequences that leads to it. So when this prices started shooting up and government wants to lock down the economy, which is reasonable, and at the same time they wanted to make sure that price gouging does not happen and people are not hoarding goods. So they decided to fix the price, the limitation, the price ceilings for various essential goods. Now, this is not bad. But the mode of intervention, it is called a common intervention. You know, states can intervene into the economy in different perspectives. You can fix the price, that is common intervention, or you can influence the market to make sure that prices moves in a certain direction that you want. So when the government came in to fix the prices, it is well-intentioned. They want people to have access to goods. But what it caused is more price shooting, because this is demand-driven price increase. So if you put pressure on the suppliers to keep the price steady, you have to think about, they also have payments, that arrangements they have made before.
Exactly.
So they have to pay out that money.
And something I want to ask is, I think that causes individuals to keep their products.
Exactly.
To keep it out of the market, which is bad. And that has been happening since they said hand sanitizer, the small one, $50, the bigger one, $200. You can see them withdrawing some of those materials, which is not really good. And I spoke to some of these pharmacy individuals, these pharmacists. They told me that, well, I don't think the government did proper research, because that money is too small. We can't sell this for $50. We can't sell this for $200 because of what we got it for. So they decided to withdraw.
Exactly. So
in the price aspect.
Yes. Instead of intervening and limiting the price, you can influence the incentives. People respond to incentives. Give them something that will make up the loss somewhere. If not, they will have to make it up anyway.
Okay. So that's that part. So what about tourism?
Okay. When it comes to tourism, it's still in the bigger picture.
Yes.
Because if you rely on, or if you're an open macroeconomy or an open economy, there are certain things you cannot control. So whenever you draw in policies to implement, you have to consider those factors.
Okay.
So you mentioned the collapse of Thomas Cook.
Yes.
And you also realize that, you know, the global pandemic also increases the loss or the challenges the tourism sector faces. Initially, people were coming to African countries because it was a little bit safer here before. So at that point, we had a great chance to control the pandemic at that point, because it was far away and we could have secured our borders, not necessarily lock it down and not allowing people, because tourism sector creates huge employment for this country.
But the question is, are the tourists going to come anyway? They're not going to come, because they have issues in their own countries too.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. That's right. But what I was trying to put across is that if at the moment that this virus kicked in, right?
The initial stage.
At the initial stage, we had some tourists already here.
Yes, sure.
And I'm sure there were some others before the flight cancellations began. We had others who planned to come. So if they were assured of security at the borders, at the entrance point, that they're gonna check, they're gonna quarantine them in a proper place, they're gonna check on them, and they're gonna make sure anything that is in here it's well protected. Then at least they will be a little bit confident, and those, while the flights are yet to shut down, they can even come. They can, because it's safer to be here when and there's no lockdown, and you can still live comfortable than when you are in your own country and there's lockdown and you cannot access. Plus, you already booked your flights and tickets. Yeah.
So for you, that was the right thing to do?
Yeah, I mean, at the initial stage. I'm not saying at this point.
But at the beginning.
Yes, at the beginning.
Because, I mean, you had the chance to come back to Gambia anyway at a time.
Exactly, and there were a lot of people planning to come. So at the beginning, we had great advantage. Even these price effects we are facing right now, price increases on hoarding and other things, is because we didn't manage it earlier. The step or the prevention methods came somehow a little bit late. Because that was at that point it was easier to control and also allow the economy to run. Because, you know, in Gambia here, some people have to go to the market and sell, then buy food for their families.
And then eat. It's a daily thing.
Yes. So if you want to lock down the economy and you don't give support to those people who form the chunk of the population, I think it's going to be disastrous. And in fact, at some point, they will resist to follow whatever measures are put in place, because they just have to live. They have to survive.
Looking at the Gambia right now, people are doing their thing. I can see people on the street selling. I can see people living their normal life like there's no COVID-19 presently. If you go to the Serekunda market, people are not even, you know, taking a look at physical distancing. People are doing what they have to do. Probably the reason why that is happening is because you said it right. Some people have to eat every day. The money that they sell, that is what they eat every day. So obviously, it will be hard to get those particular individuals stay home, because that is what they have to use to feed themselves. So quickly, let's also take a look at the fact that Gambia is a tax-based economy. Do you think if maybe we were exporting, we were a country that was producing certain things within the country, then we would have been at a greater advantage than the fact that we're just a tax-based economy and depending on tourism?
That's right. I understand the constraints that government have when it comes to financing. And you made a very important point. See, the living standard of a country depends on its productive capacity. And
sorry, but I can remember at some point we were called the peanut economy.
Right.
But right now we don't even have that name, probably because we are not doing enough exportation, is it?
Right. So you see, in my paper, when I did some research about accelerating economic development and improving the current account balance. So when I checked the data, so from 2000 to 2004, Gambia has been a very dominant player in the re-export business in the sub-Saharan sub-Saharan African region. So what happens is goods come from other countries and they land at Banjul. And they
it was like a channel.
Exactly. They are repackaged and goes to Senegal and go to Mali, go to Guinea-Bissau and other countries nearby. And these generated huge export revenues for the Gambia. But over the years, due to mismanagement and whatever that happens over the past years, the Gambia Ports authorities have been, their equipment and technology facilities have been depreciating.
Okay.
And you have Senegal that is rapidly developing when it comes to infrastructure and technology. Yeah. So what happened is, while the former government was charging high fees.
Okay, you mean Yaya Jammeh?
Yes, President Jammeh hiking fees at the ports. What happened is exporters started shifting to Senegal.
Okay.
So at that time, I'm referring to early 2000s. If you look at bilateral trade between Gambia and Senegal, you find out we are exporting more to Senegal than we are importing from them.
Okay.
That was re-export trade.
At a time?
At that time. But since 2012, it started declining.
Change.
So which means now we are even getting more reliant, we are relying more in Senegal than ever before.
Okay.
And we are losing our competitive advantage in the sub-region. So we have to, there's certain things we can produce, light manufacturing, food production, agriculture.
Yeah.
We have.
And to tell you that young people now are coming up with certain things that they're producing locally. But most of the time when you talk to them, they'll be like, oh, we don't have the money. Access to finance is a very big problem in the Gambia. Like these young people, if given very big factories, they produce their coconut oil. If you go to the supermarket, you get to see coconut oil. If you look at it, it's made in other countries and it can be made here, provided they have the money and the equipment to be able to do it. So I think access to finance is a big problem when it comes to entrepreneurs in the Gambia, for them to grow. They are still around the startup level, not moving.
Yeah, you see, I mentioned earlier, the economy is driven by small, medium enterprises.
Yes,
those are the startups, the youths coming up with.
Yes.
We need to empower them through credit facilities and credit lines. And not only that, we need to give them some certain protection.
Yes.
Now, I know some people who study economics will start thinking that I'm a protectionist person.
Okay.
Because this debate is always there.
Yeah.
But the fact is, every country at some point needs some amount of protection.
Okay.
The United States and Europe and China and Japan, they all grew like this.
Okay.
So, and you can imagine those are vast economies.
Yeah.
And we are a small economy.
Okay.
So probably if
So when you talk about protection, what are you talking about?
Protection, what that means, say, there are local poultry farms here in the Gambia. But you cannot see local chicken in our supermarkets.
Okay.
Why? Because we have overflowing of, imported chickens cheaply from abroad. So what protection say in that case is try to limit that importation to
and
allow
use our local.
Yes, if not to tax it with tariffs and quotas, let's say, but also you can also do that in another way by boosting credit facilities, subsidies.
For the local ones.
Yes, for the local ones, subsidies, credit facilities to allow them. Let's say people have difficulty to access land to establish a startup company or whatever. Government should come and ease those challenges and boost those local producers. If that were the case, then I will 100% support lockdown and protection.
Okay.
But at this time, when you take up a different strategy from abroad, when you import it and you want to impose it on your people or on your economy, you have to look at the structure.
Okay.
So Western countries, or all these countries that are locked down, they have structures in place. They have systems.
Okay.
They have social safety, what we call social safety nets.
Yeah.
What that means is if you are unemployed for a certain period, 3 or 4 months, you have unemployment benefits.
Okay.
Certain things are covered there. So for those people, even though if it is tough for them, because right now in the United States, they have a package of over $2 trillion to give cash handouts to the people, to the individuals that are laid off as a result of the crisis. In the Gambia here, you mentioned we are tax-based. We cannot do that. Okay, so we cannot lock down our economy. It's not going to work for the people. It's going to hurt. It's going to do more harm than good, even though it is well-intentioned. And now this is the lesson that, the priorities. Let me not go far about the tax thing. So we have constraints, that's right. But when crisis hit, you need to restructure your priorities.
You need to learn from the crisis.
Right now, as soon as this thing had started somewhere, the government should have, they have to readjust their budget plans. They have to restructure their priorities. They have to divert some funds from somewhere to somewhere. because this is important. You don't wait until it actually hits you, then you start to react. You have to be proactive, right? So when I said that they could cut taxes and all that, of course, it's a loss of revenue for the government at that point. But there is also an inflow of funds in the Gambia over the years. From 2016, there is a lot of money that comes from international organization that supports the Gambia in whatever engagements we have, whether international or local. So funds management and public disbursement funds should have restructured this and help these local producers expand their productive capacity. These supermarkets or these importers, okay, we cover this for you, and you have to do that.
Yeah, I think there's a $500 million that has been approved by the Minister of Finance that the Gambia is supposed to use, and I'm aware of another 500 million and other donations that Gambians themselves are doing. So looking at this money, there's a lot of talk around it. People started the Kodole, Falahalis, Biduga, and all that. I can see that campaign already going on. So today, if you were to advise them in relation to how to go about that money, looking at the accountability, the spending, what to do, what not to do, what would you say to them quickly?
Okay, so what I would say is that it's decisions or policies at some crisis need to be strategic. Okay. You cannot satisfy everything at once. Okay. But what is more important right now is the health sector. Okay. This should be the fundament that to make sure that we develop our health sector completely. And then two, enhance local production. Okay. Market women, all those, our moms and our grandmas in the streets early in the morning should have should be supported by government credit facilities to expand their production and technology.
During this period?
During the period. Okay. And also you have other producers like poultry. Because we need chicken, it's going to come. Ramadan is coming. Exactly. So this key, we should strategic. Wow. Okay? Why don't I hold, okay, this is a pillar that I can move forward a little bit, and it's going to create a ripple effect. Okay. This is another pillar that I can move a little bit. It creates a little effect. Then you put it together. Those, living in the provinces, they will be hit hard in this time of condition. We have to get there. And you don't have to sit in the office and just plan. Yeah. They have to get to the ground. Yeah. Because if you don't get to the ground, you don't feel what is there. Yeah. So they have to get to the ground and meet with the people, know their problems, and then find a solution with them. So you see, there's social planners and social searchers. Okay. If you are a planner, you're just sitting in the office and thinking what people are going through. Yeah. But if you're a searcher, you actually get there and meet with the people and coin the solutions with them. Okay. In that case, when it's implemented, it leads to direct impact. Okay. So that's what I would say. I would give them as an
I think
advice.
It's not a mistake that we have you here today. And I'm looking at you like, oh, this is a young person. And to the people that say, young people, they can't talk about these things. When I said I needed an economist, some people, I'm not going to mention names, but I had people suggest to me, way older people. I'm like, I can't bring somebody who's more than 35. It has to be from 15 to 35 years to come and talk about these issues. And here you are talking about exactly this issue. So sometimes it doesn't mean that the individual has to be way older, because we have to encourage, that professionalism within young people. And I believe that that is what you demonstrated, although maybe there are certain things that you said that I'm not in for, but I'm not the judge here.
Agreed.
And I know that, like you said, there are some economists out there that are watching that might not agree with some of the things that you're saying. And they're free to contact me if they feel that they don't agree with some of the things that you say, so that we can open a debate. It's really possible. Are you up for that?
I am up. Okay. I think this is interesting, because, the point of having this sort of conversation is not a matter of who is right and who is wrong. It's how we think from different angles and bring up solutions. Yes. Whether it's debate or whatsoever we are engaged in, I think this is the fundamental reason. And as soon as we are getting, the more we get those ideas together to find solutions, the better. The better. So it doesn't matter who is right and who is wrong.
Yeah, so Malik, quickly, due to time constraints, tell me how were studies in China? How did that, you were away from home for 4 years. So for 4 years, you did not come to Gambia, am I right? Yeah. How was that? That must have been difficult, right?
It's a sort of, it's sort of mixed feelings. Okay. So it's great to go abroad and study and have experience, and meet different people or different culture. Yeah. And people that think way different from you and all that. And at the same time, sometimes you feel like, why am I in another person's country?
Exactly.
You know, I should have just stayed in my country. Nobody would have asked me X, Y, or Z, or nobody. But all in all, I would say it's positive. It has positive impact because it helps develop your thinking perspective, and you become more tolerant to issues, and you be more calm. Things that somebody tells you now, and you just, you know, on fire, you just get on fire. When you are there, you tend to be calm.
Well, you tend to be calm.
Yeah, so it's an interesting experience in a summary. And if I had the opportunity again, I would surely take it.
You will surely take it again?
Yes.
So which means, was it a higher education scholarship?
Yeah, no, actually, because when I was living, there was no formal relations between Gambia and China. It was with Taiwan. Okay. So I had to apply online.
On your own?
Yeah, on my own. Okay. Directly to the university. Okay. And it happened that way.
You got the scholarship?
I got the scholarship.
Okay.
But I still feel the need to make impact here. This is where I belong. Yeah. When you go abroad and you see how comfortable others are in their country. Yeah. If you have the sense of responsibility, you said you don't belong there. Yeah. No matter how long you stay, you will come back. Yeah.
I had these people who studied outside Morocco and other countries, and they really gave me complaints in relation to how they live there, especially scholarships that come from higher education. I don't know if you have friends in China or in other countries that talk to you about these things, because I brought them here. When they spoke to me, I nearly cried because they talked about, you know, they don't have proper food, they don't have a proper place to sleep and all that. Did you experience that? And do you know Gambians out there who are experiencing that?
When it comes to the students in China, I have to be honest when it comes to that. When it comes to the package they promised them about the tuition coverage and the stipend, everything is given. But one thing that is still lacking is the quality of education and the attention they give them. Okay. So I think because some of them study, all those bachelor students going to China, they study in Chinese language. Wow. I did not study in Chinese. I studied in English because I specifically chose. But for them bachelor students, you have no option. Wow. You have to study in Chinese. And it is really tough. It's tough. Challenging because it's not only about speaking the language, it's about deeper subject language. Stay you are studying engineering, and you have to go
to that language. Yeah. Say you're studying literature and you have to whatever. Oh my God.
I think it's a great opportunity the Chinese government is giving to Gambian students.
But they have to look at it.
Yeah, they have to look at that aspect. And they have to monitor what the students down there. You cannot just take a group of students and take them down there and then you just let them be there on their own. So they run into crisis. We had some issues there where some Gambian students came to China through some agencies and they don't have proper documentation. Wow. They had to leave within 1 month. No. So the Gambian Students Association in China, led by Babu, Babu at Nusrat, they're doing great efforts. So they put funds together and they have to put up a flight ticket for the kids to get back to Gambia. Wow. So the embassy in the Gambia, in China and the Foreign Affairs Ministry should not just take our students there and leave them and abandon them. Yes. They should ask them questions, they should ask them their concern, and they should listen to them. Exactly. Several times we spoke with them to go and meet them. Yeah. It successfully happened, but it took us tough time before they even allow us to come to Beijing. Because China is too huge and you have students dispersed all over the country. So to put students together to go and meet the embassy was also challenging. But they did that and they wrote to them, and the first time they denied them.
Who denied? The Gambian embassy?
Yeah.
Nunelan?
They said that they don't have financial resources to accommodate 3 student executives to discuss about their issues.
The issues that they're going through?
Yes. So we had to press. The student association had to press over and over again until they had to allow 3 to get there. And when they get there, they voiced out their concern.
And you know, this is not the first time, because evidence this is not the first time that somebody is coming here and talking about this. I have the evidence. Anybody who wants to see it, I can present it to you. I had students from other countries, Morocco or wherever, that came to my show here. It was actually 2 of them that studied outside. I still have the video. If they tell you their experience, you will not believe it. And it's a higher education scholarship.
Right.
And the recommendation that they gave was they should be monitoring what these people are doing there, because, you know, you can't just take them there and leave them there. And this is what I said that particular episode to parents, because sometimes parents also push, feed off study. I mean, good, people like you, congratulations, I'm happy. You went to China, here you are doing it big. But it's not everybody that has that opportunity. Like you said, it wasn't a higher education scholarship, you applied on your own. But these people, it's difficult, and parents should not be pushing their children there. Then you want to scholarship them. So University of the Gambia, I know you have friends who are there, and they're doing it big as well.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I can use myself as an example too. I'm there, and even if I'm not doing it big, but I'm learning basic things that will help me in my profession. So parents, let's desist from forcing our children that they have to go abroad and study, or the concept for young people that if you don't go outside to study, it's not good. Because some people go to India and others, but what luñ fa dee dunda ñoom duñ ko wax de, but suñ dellu see they open up, and it's sad.
Right. I will add two things on top of that.
Yeah.
Say, first, if they are going to send students to Gambia,
yes,
they should contact the students that are there.
Exactly.
First, the universities should be very targeted, because in China, it has a lot of universities.
Yeah.
And not all the universities are well equipped for international education.
You see?
So some of the universities, they take them, the students are just on their own. You get to class, you get to class, the professor says something, you have no idea what he or she says.
Yeah.
And the other thing I have to refer to is to the young guys here. So when you go abroad and you experience certain things, if you honestly you don't want your own countrymen to suffer.
Come and talk about it.
Yes, and you want to tell them, you want to tell the young people here that, okay, this is the situation down here.
Settle.
Just think thoroughly, don't just rush. But the thing is, solen wahe, I had several occasions that students from here, some of them were even working already, and they told me that they want to come to China, and I explained the fact, because you see another person of your countrymen. So the thing is, even if you want to help, you cannot. You're not in the position to help. So it's better when those people down there tell you that, hey, these are the circumstances here.
Take it.
Just don't rush and come here. If you know that you have a backup plan, you have great support, and then you can. But if not, you rather continue with what you have.
Exactly.
So
that's it. We have the University of the Gambia, we have the American International University, we have GTTI, we have MDI. I've seen people graduate from all these schools that I've listed, and they're doing it big in the Gambia. I'm not saying that people should not travel to further, because here you are as a perfect example. It went well for you, but some of these scholarships do not go well for everybody, and it's difficult. I can remember in that episode, the person that I had said they eat white rice and ketchup, because in India it's even difficult to have meat because it's forbidden. I don't know. You know, they can't eat. They are not comfortable. The quality of education was not that even good. He talked about calculus or something, which he had to teach himself because it was difficult when the lecturer comes. So we have to put all of this into consideration. Fine, we can go outside. Let's study out. It's important. It takes us to another level. But when we're doing it, let's make sure we do it the right way. And the Ministry of Higher Education, I mean, this is what young people are saying. You just heard it from Malik. And I have other two people who came to my show and said the same thing. If you want the video, I can provide it. They said it right. You know, that process, they don't check on them when they're there. They don't check on them. So you then abandon them. That's all. Finish.
And you know, Jenna, what that does is it causes a lot of disrespect to the students.
Wow.
Because when something happens, other countries take care of their people, and you see not only Gambians, in fact, a lot of African students go through tough times there because their governments do not just pay attention. Their representatives do not care what's going on, and their life is made comfortable because their responsibility is to make sure that these students that we take abroad, we follow what they're doing.
Exactly.
Now, if you just take some students and let them be there, some of them may even graduate and come back, but they will not be able to have anything in their heads.
Exactly. Very, very
because
true.
Sometimes, you know, the mind needs certain stability for you to have you know, to study well and to do well and to absorb whatever you're learning.
At some point, although hard work, then thank you so much, Malik. Due to time constraints, I think this is a brilliant conversation. We even had to go beyond COVID-19 because, I mean, it's really interesting. Thank you so much for coming. Final words to all these young people out there, and then we'll get to wrap it up with you.
First, thank you for giving me the opportunity. And to all the people out there, I mean, things are tough. Times will not always be at a steady slope. But wake up every day and you have a vision, have a goal that you want to walk towards, and put up the effort. If you have support, keep on the track. If you don't have support, do yourself what you can do. And to the state, support the people, and be strategic in your decision making. The young ones, the human capital is the most essential factor for economic development.
Sure.
We should pay more attention to that. And to our parents, don't push your kids beyond the limits.
No,
understand the circumstances, and know that in life things happen in a gradual process. It doesn't just, you know, suit up and happen straight.
Yeah, I remember time in Uzza, time everybody will be like, oh my gosh, where's Malik? Help me with maths. And I can see that a lot of young people in the Gambia don't really like maths. So I don't know what the problem is and what happened till you're so good at math. Like,
I mean, I don't think people are not good at maths. I think everybody can be good at maths.
But they don't just want to try it.
Yeah, you just have to, you know, test yourself a little bit, you know, challenge yourself. Say you can do it and then start doing it.
Okay, yen mom, yen I want you maths. People like us, we're like, okay, Matt, see you later. We would rather do literature and other things rather. But like you said, it's not something difficult. Growing up, knowing what I know now, you know, it's not something really difficult. It's just a concept that, oh, this is something that I can't do. But I can see that a lot of young girls going to school now are good at math. And it's really good. It's not just the guys who are good at math, but women are coming up as well. Being good at math. And we wish you well. We'll follow your progress. I'm 100% sure that with this energy that you have, you're definitely going to break barriers. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yes, so viewers, we are going to take a look at something different from having a young economist to having a young musician who decided to donate to families that are really hit by COVID-19. That is the social impact of COVID-19, because we all know that feeling it's really difficult in certain communities. So Attack Abdullah Gay decided to take up an initiative and go to his neighborhood and do a donation for people living around there, trying to combat the social impact of COVID-19. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we get to have Abdullah Gay Attack right here. Welcome back, viewers, from that short break. Like I mentioned in the introduction, today our guest is Attack. I'm so excited to have him here for the first time. And like I said, this is a youth show, and we can see that Attack is the first young person who's a musician at the same time to do a donation that is a food drive. And we are so proud of him. We saw that and we felt that we have to have him here. And then what we are doing during this time of the COVID-19 is to show what young people are doing when it comes to the fight against COVID-19. And if you look at it, most of the initiatives that are happening right now are led by young people, which is extremely exciting. Like I said, sometimes people say young people yi ñu fi nekkuñ di fi def dara, waaye pour man da ngeen seetut bu baax pour xam lan la gaay nekk di def, waaye lu ñoo def si biir dëkk bi bari na parce que lii rek am benn exemple la. Attack ñu ngi laa dalal si programme bi. I'm so happy to have you here.
Yeah, I'm so happy to as well. Yeah, kontaan naa trop pour taxaw fii, you know, like the youth dialogue program.
Dëgg la kay.
Yeah, the new like every Gambian ku nekk di seetaan right now. A big shout out to you.
Okay. Yeah. So Attack, before ñu dugga sax si COVID-19, bugga naa ñu xam dara ay mbir si yow balaa ñoo dem si donation bi nga def. Attack, yow kañ nga door music ak lan tax nga dugga si?
Well, man yàgg naa si game bi.
Dëgg la.
But initially like 2 years back, la ma yàlla may lu ma may. But comme I've been in this game since 2013. Okay. Yeah, maa ngi si di comme di gestu di dos ma ay waar ak yooyu noonu. But comme niki tamit dang dee sabablu yàlla moo dee dogal. Dëgg la. Lu yàlla dogal nag 2 years back, I mean last year la ko dogal. Dëgg la. So naa gis ne fu mu nekk nii comme luñ mën a def yëpp mooy comme yokk si doole ak xamal ma mean labor and everything pour gis ne luñ bëggoon mu nekk.
Okay. Waa gis nañ ne tamit yaa ngi amoon concert at Q City mu first step. So dañ mën a wax ne foofu la dooree wala.
Wow. Okay. Because I guess the more nekon the suma first mega concert boo xam ne like dafa turn out successful like comme lépp luñ si doon bugg a gis nañ ko si and comme sant yàlla ba mu bari loolu moo war a tey ñu taxaw fii and ngi prepare yeneen journey yoo xam ne like nañ ko am throughout these years comme xamal ma min comme pour just push bagage mu dem si kanam.
Man daal bu ma gisee Q City nu mu feesee am like déedéet kañ. but that meant a lot si man. because all the time man su ma fi amee musician dama dee taxaw wax fi ne. Youssou Ndour dafa am fu mu dooree. ñoom Viviane dafa am fu ñu dooree. waaye dafa am ñu leen jàppale. ñun tamit at some point suñ jàppalee ñun am. xam nga di ngeen mën a dem because seetal gisul lu mu def ST yaa ngi nii you guys yéen tam def ngeen yow tam def nga the same thing ba pare nga nekk a very young person mun a feesal Q City su yàggee nga feesal stadium
macha allah te at bi sax comme bébé bi foofu la
waaw stadium la
nañ ko bàyyangum si suuf rek
dëgg la ñu bàyyangum ko si suuf kay te dafa mel ni sa woy boobu chocolate xaw ma dafa mel ni boobu tamit may na la birthday
waaw da ngaa gis ne comme yëpp si liggéey bi la ñun dañ dee lambatu rek comme xamuñu ban song mooy bust out ak ban lanti di gën a like but dafa turn out ne comme fortunately comme let's say comme suñu latest release suñu dee drop yëpp nit yi dañ ko dee like daf dee neex nit yi torop so nga gis ne comme loolu daf ñu dee nekk di force to that part pour ñu jox nit yi lu gaay gën a bugga nañ mën a xam ne comme nit yi léegi li leen bugga ñuy bugg di jox gaay loolu
dëgg la kañ te gis naa ne xale yi bugga nañ ko torop maa ngi doon am conversation ak Youssoufa Touré mu maa wax ne moom tam doomam bi daf ko like and I see kids on Snapchat singing the song so I think it's really amazing that people are actually related waaye man bi ma la gisee ma gis ni nga dee wooyee ma gis la as a person ma ne waa kii attaque la kii kaam na de gis nga bu ma la force gisee ma ne déedéet kii du attaque man du kii laa dee gis muy display di def yooyu so it seems like yow sa personality as a person you're a calm person but it's just sooy wooy la nga dee xawaa lii
like comme that is that spirit
waaw
boo xam ne like moo faree ñëw each and every time so ma waree def job
dëgg la
but this person standing here mun naa wax ne Ablaye Gueye la
dëgg la
waaw ba comme that person su waree attaque su waree ñëw di nga ko dégg si mic bi gis ko si stage bi gis ko si video si ba comme daf dee different dafa ute like
man kañ bi ma la gisee si ko ma ne déedéet kii du attaque waaye you said it right kii Ablaye Gueye la du attaque ba léegi tam ma bëgg laa laajte si sa woy bi gis naa léegi artistes yu bari si biir Gambia bi ñu ngi dugga into activism ñu ngi woy di ko accompany with activism bi because gis nañ ne music dafa nekk loo xam ne ñu bari dañ ko dee déglu te ñu bari dañ si dee jàngee am nga any plans pour nga dugga si music bi combined ak activism bi di woy yi nga xam ne has to do with luy xew si jamono sexual violence child labor yeneen ak yeneen am nga plans pour loolu
pour man dama feel ne like comme woy bi is not that relevant like comme you being an activist comme nga ko woy it's not that relevant to me because man entertainer la what I do is entertain people man si loolu laa nekk di focus so if I'm to do an activist move like it will be like an action dama ko def ñu gis ne comme lii laa nekk di def this is what I'm working on but comme duma ko def on any song like what I just did going out there to give people food and all those stuff it's just some demonstration but xam na like comme so an activist that's what you should do
action ba
matter it's not about sitting in the studio blah 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 definitely man I don't do that way suma ko def it's all about entertainment bégal nit yi xam na I understand but suma joxe message I would rather come to these platforms or comme joxe actions loolu moo gën a relevant
si yow loolu moo gën te gis nañ ne def nga des donation naka la dooree da nga am funding ndax sa post la jógee naka la demee
to be honest enough to be frank enough like amuñ benn support from anybody else but it's just like suma whole team bi ak suma yaay you know
nice.
Mama
shout out to mom hi mom
comme moom it daf play na si partam torop nekku fi nag bo comme yónnee na moom tam lu mun a yónnee pour ñu gis ne comme lii nekk na but man tamit suma own management bi comme dañ nekk nit yoo xam ne like comme dañ fonka nit like comme man starting from man suma boppa like comme man dama feel dama leen ko dee wax ñoom everybody ñun luñ mën a am nit ñooñu ko jox
dëgg la
whatever popularity whatever money we have we had it from those people.
Sure.
So anything luñ mëna def like suñ waré def anything like lu baax lu ñoo delloo waat nañ ko delloo si suñ nit yu baax yi ñoo xam ne like dañu ko doon jox si xol bu set. So it's all about that comme ñu la nekk di motivate at some point yow tam nga motivate leen jox leen anything loo xam ne like loolu nga feel nañ mën a uplift seen life.
That's true.
Yeah, so
support from your parents. Naka la meloon because fii gis nañ fi ko fi bugg a nekk rap ñu ne la déedéet.
waaw
doo ko fi defee du fii du suma kër. ndax yow dunda nga loolu.
dunda naa ko nag.
ok
ba recently comme xam nga last 2 years si la mbir fi nangu.
ndeysaan
ba da gis ne tamit seen su mu nangoo si la yoon bi ibeeku.
Masha Allah.
Like I've been in this for so long.
Bugg ko.
waaw bugg ko ba da gis ne amoo woon lu ma am ni tey.
dëgg la
waaye bés bu mu ko nangoo bés boobu noonu laa am lu ma am.
Masha Allah.
waaw sant yàlla en ma ko ñaanal comme xam nga gën fee yaaga comme fekkee lu bare bare lu war a xew si kanam
wax dëgg
inshallah
ba pare moom tamit ñu ngi koo jaajëfal si lu mu nangu gëm yow li nga bugga because yow sometimes waajur yi moom you know sometimes if they against certain things
xeex nañ at yu bare
oh that's so sad
xeex nañ xam nga ne dama dëgër boppa su loo maata dog ko
loo maata dog ko waaye gisuloo neexal nga ko
waaye
danga moom xam nga mënoon ngaa jël beneen yoon waaye sometimes dañoo waxtaan ak suñ parents yi rek wax leen ñun lii lañ bugga jàppale ñu si ñu understand ñu si because nekkut ñëppay toog si office am ñu nekk carpenter am ñu nekk musician am ñu nekk journalist because suñ amutoon diverse life ñii di def lii ñii di def lali fuñ jëm everybody can't do the same thing te man yéen a amee xaalis bi sax yéen a amee xaalis bi yéen a dee feesal QCD ay stadium waaw de
non comme nga it's all about investment like comme daf lay fay
waaw
like comme ñu soo seetloo right now su ma bëri shoot video naa génne $40,000 wala $50,000
dëgg la
su ma bëri record song naa génne almost approximately $5,000 pour am suma like solid song.
waaw
so da nga gis ne comme lu mel ni comme big concerts ak endorsement si lu rek moo ñu mën a jàppale.
moo leen mën a jàppale wax
loolu kese da nga gis ne with loolu tamit nañ mën a am let's say xëy na this portion boo xam ne like nañ ko mën a teg pour xëy na let's say investment wala tamit ak pour ndimbal
dëgg la
like comme si la that portion de ñëw because su nekkee ne am nga lu sakan car masha Allah waaw di nga mën a wax ne waaw bii seeda naa ko ñii bii baa mu dugga fële si banque bi noppale ko moom waaw ak yooyu noonu di nga mën a plan sa life daal waaw xam nooy doxee then still di nga mën a grow xam nga
man bi ma la gisee ngay def that donation I felt so happy because I'm like he is a young musician muy def lii am nañu woy because ku nekk da ngaa def sa part gis nañ fi ñu fi génnee woy waaye pour yow it's about the action because da nga believe ne action speaks louder than voices moo mata so we are calling on every young person bi nga xam ne mu ngi si Gambia bi te yaa ngi make xaalis ak lum ndaw pour nga give back
matawul sax yena say comme ndaw looy xeeb keneen mu ngi ko bëgga
dëgg la
amut ko waaw comme xool bi moo mata su fekkee ne am nga xool bi like pour def ko amount bi matawut man comme loolu laa si jànga because num ndaw keneen ko jox amul ko daf ko appreciate dafa mel ni comme aduna lu si biiram nga ko jox and lu mel ni loolu noonu ñun Gambien bi nañ ko war di miin di ko dunda because ñu nit neen ñoo fi nekk like comme soo ko seetloo like comme amul benn dëkk bu mel ni comme Gambia when it comes to comme humanity ak tamit comme booka di def dara wala comme booka di toog añ booka toog def lu bare Gambia rek la am
fii rek la
waaw comme su affaire yi sida jotee tamit comme problèmes yu mel ni COVID-19 bii ni am like mënu maa wax ne Gambien fii borom xaalis yi dañ fi bari ba comme dañ tane wante like ñun amuñ dara like comme soo ko seetloo ñu fi am xaalis ñun amuñ dara ñun we are nothing like comme dara ba comme dañ gëm suñu boppa gëm ne comme xëy na lu ndaw luñ denca fele ne keneen ko soxla amut ko
wax dëgg
right now dara nekku di dugga si dëkk bi dara nekku di génn ñun ñëpp xam nañ loolu like comme dara nekku di dugga dara ñun amaatuñ show
dëgg la amatuleen show
fu baax xaalis dugga xaalis
duggatut
ñun ñoo fi gën a start right now because nekkaatuñ si time entertainment ñëpp a ngi naxar amal ma mi so da nga gis ne ñun suñu boppa suñu jëlee da sacrifice di def lu mel ni lii I think that somebody else down there comme ko xam ne like business am mu ngi go on still war naa mën a def lu mel ni loolu because si biir dëkk bi la nekk di defee loolu noonu and xëy na tamit public bi ñoo ñëw di run business boobu noonu pour business boobu mu grow and nekku ne comme it's all about entertainment kese fu mu nekk nii dëkk bi leneen mu ngi go on during this lockdown
dëgg la
war nañoo mën a joxe yeneen yi free sax rent free comme yeneen dëkk yi it's normal su passé dafa passé dañoo go back to our normal lives so lii comme dañ war a jël as opportunity bi nii comme ñu capitalize si dimbale nit yi te loolu yaa dina la fay si loo nekk di def tamit dafa gën a grow
xam nga man wax nañ ma ne rappers yi most of ñu dee rap dañ dee intelligent
man for a second moo tax suma yaay
waaw
ñu am this problem because I was so brilliant in school ba am na like comme bëggutoon ma def leneen lu dul comme am official job
wax dëgg
yeah ba comme niki tamit passion ak buka
moo la dee push
waaw moo la dee push xëy na comme loo bëgg a def
wax dëgg
waaw so a gis na loolu moo dogal lii nii tey ba xëy na comme suma focus on si jàng bi
tey
waaw I could have been somebody else
passion bi fu nekk la nekk man sometimes nit ñi dama dee wax ak ñoom ñu ne ma yow lu tax nga def journalism ma ne leen journalism du ne xaalis sa fa nekk ñun ñoo ko gëm bugga ko waaye xaalis teguñu fa because amut nekku fa amut
yes ñu sa time buñ daan gëm music bi time boobu we had nothing
amut sax
like comme dara nekku fa su nekkoon ne góom-góom bi la ne you just wanted to do this and daf la day jox life doo ko musa def so passion moo nekk loo xam ne am daf day push nit ñi so quickly balaa ñoo pare ma bëgg a xam ndax bëgg ngaa toog ba sign with an institution bi nga xam ne dinañ mën a promote sa music bi wala nekk brand ambassador for certain companies right now are you signed by any institution no because man dama nekk artist boo xam ne la suma own gis-gis I feel like companies yi xam naka laa ko phrase but dañ ma dee ragal they don't want to come into my business that much ba nga xam ne like even su nekkee dama yónni proposal sax into some institutions pour ma xëy na ut sponsorships ak yooyu noonu daf dee difficult
dëgg la
xama ban reason moo nekk behind it
ma foog QCity bi QCell defoon nañ dara
Saastu Mohamed
to him
madame Cissé kontaan na am benn problème ba danga gis ne tamit comme ñun Gambien bi dañ need dimbal from this big giants company giants
gars ñu ngi laa seetaan
suñu dara sax
Mohamed Jaraf they follow you dialogue
booy ak gaaw si nii ñu ngi si kawam ñu ngi béy waar oncle so ku ne xam noo ñu mën a jàppale rek pour bagage yi gën a groupe waaw endorsement si tamit soxla naa ko
wax dëgg
naa defar ay advert yu toj
waaw dëgg la advert yu toj yow fii nga nekk waaye bu boobaa yu dialogue nga koo doore nag nga defal ñu suñ rap bu ndaw defal ñu suñ bu ndaw nag waaw parce que fii nga ko war a starté thank you so much appreciate na waaw waaye ñu ne nag xaw ma dangali man nag xaw ma boobu mooy bande
waaw like big man si town bi small man si kër bi bàyyi ko si biir waaw dama mer si sound bi kay ceg si dër bi
déedéet
because dafa am ñoo xam ne like comme concept bi soo gisee ñu indi ko like it's going viral right now dangal bi nii and ñu ngi ko amal much plans pour after this COVID-19 ak after Ramadan bi
COVID-19 comme ni ko Uche ak Mike ji da waxee nañ paak let them pack their stuff and go waaw ak tamit mbaa bàyyi ngeen bif bi nag man boobu neexuma de
waaw non man fu mu nekk nii suma bif bi yëpp comme fu mu nekk nii lu ma naxari moom naa ko wax
waaw waaye bif bi yéen seen bif yu métti yooyu yi ngeen daan def
non maa ngi cool gis nga comme dangal bee nii sax soo gisee ma indi ko sax pour woon gars ne comme yeneen yi dañ ko war a bàyyi because doo mën a nekk big man si town bi nga nekk small man si kër bi xam nga lu ma miin soo nekkee si kër bi xëy na sa jabarang la coquette di toog sa kaw boppa bi nga génn si biti naan nii di dangal
du fi dem
waaw du dem du wook comme su nekkee ku nekk na coat sa coat according to your size nga xam foo nga peese sa boppa daal gis nga man dama xam suma boppa de jeena ma man yàlla ma dimbale
okay this wasn't a mistake am la fii ma bëgg finally nga wax ak young people out there ñi nga xam ne tey bëggoon nañoo dugg si music te mu métti si ñoom lan nga leen am pour wax finally
yeah it's all about like sa gëm-gëm ak comme tamit loo bëgg a doon in future like su fekkee ne like you have that belief you really wanna do this like comme bëgg nga ko def comme bul si am ñaari xel like just go all out nga def loo bëgg a def yàlla dafa si dee jàppale and tamit comme when it comes to discipline ak tamit comme xam sa word like comme dafa important si in this type of fields loo xam ne like comme dafa la dee dimbale pour nga mun a doon koo bëgg a doon yeah like comme lu nekk dafa war a ànd disciplines ak plan ak tamit comme nga xam sa word xam ki nga doon foo jugee xam nga it's all about that and loolu ne soo ko considéré rek da nga mën a am lu bare na xale respect magi rek mu dem waaw
thank you so much man moom sometime bi ma door You Dialogue time boobu dama daan wax suma boppa ne hey man maa ngi door programme bi waaye mbaa dinaa am content forever am like lii dama am content forever because young people ñu mel ni
yaa tontu sa boppa te du
ñu mel ni yéen a ngi fi foog ma indi because lii every week as I go by ma gisee young people luñ nekk di def
daf la motivate
daf ma dee push plus ma xam ne content bi is there because young people lu ñoo def dafa bëri
dafa
bëri so yow yaa ngi ni keneen ak keneen in different sectors so lii dafa nekk loo xam ne dafa am solo kontaan naa trop si sa ñëw fii tey
ñaan youth si ngir yàlla yonente bi paa yi ak maire yi ñu ngi màgget
waaw
comme lu gaay munatuñ
ko
so ñun ñoo amee dëkk bi right now so all we have to do right now is ñun ñu mbooloo nekk benn def lu fi gaay defut
waaw baax
comme man loolu mooy suma mbébét
mooy sel so You Dialogue ñun kañ ñoo defar suñu rap bi
nag pare rek You Dialogue bu toj kañ bu génn a télé
waaw baax na thank you so much Attack for coming we really appreciate it so viewers we will take a short break when we come back we will get to wrap it up. Viewers, that is all we have for you in this edition of the You Dialogue. But before I take a leave, just to remind you that Rugi's Creation made this dress. It's really, really amazing. I really appreciate it. It's really comfortable. She decided to give me a different look today, and I really love it. Her numbers are right in front of the screen. Take it, call her. She'll provide you an outfit as nice as this or even better. But like I said before, going there should be limited. You can just take her number, call her, and then you will see how best to coordinate when it comes to getting your outfit. She's right there, very young and doing it extremely big. My hair as well is provided by Nene and Aisha Boutique. Her contact is right in front. Take it. I really love it. And what I love about it is I can do a lot with it, and it's really comfortable. It's really light and very cheap as well. So you can just call them and get a hair as nice as this or even better. So till I come your way next week with other young people doing extremely well across the country, don't forget to connect with us on our different social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as on Facebook to give us your recommendation. We will surely pen them down, if not even implement them. So my personal social media handles are in fact in front of you. If you can't contact QTV directly, you can feel free to contact me and give me your recommendations, which I'll gladly implement. Till I come your way next week, stay tuned.